Have you ever woken up in the morning, sat on the edge of the bed, and just paused, wondering where your energy went? Maybe you used to pop right up, ready to take on the day, but now it takes a little more effort just to get moving. You're not alone. As we get older, it's easy to feel like our energy is slipping through the cracks, and that no matter how much we rest, we just don't feel quite as vibrant as we used to. But here's the good news. You don't need a personal trainer, expensive supplements, or a complete lifestyle overhaul to feel better. In fact, what if I told you that just 10 minutes a day, 10 little minutes, could make a big difference? A small daily ritual, when done consistently, can not only boost your energy levels, but actually help you feel younger, stronger, and more in control of your day. And no, this isn't about pushing yourself to exhaustion or doing something you dread. It's about honoring your body, respecting where you're at, and giving yourself the gift of motion, mindfulness, and momentum. In this video, we're going to explore a powerful yet gentle 10-minute daily ritual designed especially for seniors. It's easy on the body, uplifting for the mind, and backed by something even stronger than science. Real-life stories from people just like you who've made this part of their routine and never looked back. Let's start with a little something that often gets overlooked: deep breathing. Now, I know it might sound too simple to be effective, but stay with me for a moment. When was the last time you actually paused and took a full, deep breath? I'm talking about a slow, nourishing breath that fills your lungs completely and lets you feel grounded in the present. Most of us spend our days breathing quickly and shallowly, especially when we're stressed or anxious. But taking just 2 minutes each morning to focus on your breath can work wonders. Try this. Sit in a comfortable chair, place your hands on your lap, close your eyes if that feels right, and inhale slowly through your nose to the count of 4. Hold that breath gently for a moment, and then exhale slowly through your mouth to the count of 6. Do this a few times. You'll be amazed at how quickly your shoulders drop, your mind settles, and your energy starts to shift. It's like resetting your internal battery. And the best part is, you can do it anywhere. Once you've connected with your breath, it's time to wake up the body, but gently. Think of this next step like a friendly good morning to your joints. Start with a few light stretches. Nothing fancy, just gentle arm circles, shoulder rolls, or maybe a bit of neck movement side to side. You don't need to be flexible. This isn't a contest. It's just about saying to your body, I see you. I care for you. One of the easiest ways to get started is with what I like to call wake-up stretches. While still seated, reach both arms up above your head like you're reaching for the ceiling. Nice and easy, no straining. Then slowly lower them down and let your hands rest on your thighs. Repeat this a few times. You might even feel a little tingling or warmth. That's your circulation kicking in and saying thank you. Now, if your body allows, stand up slowly and do a few slow side bends, gently reaching one arm over your head and leaning to the opposite side. Feel that nice stretch along your ribs and waist. This helps improve flexibility and opens up your chest, which makes breathing even easier. Again, it's not about how far you go. It's just about showing up for yourself in this small but meaningful way. Movement doesn't need to be big to be powerful. After your stretches, take a moment to move in a way that feels good to you. Maybe it's a short walk around your living room. Maybe it's gently marching in place while holding onto the back of a sturdy chair. These little motions get your blood flowing, your muscles engaged, and your brain activated. And you know what? They add up. Every step, every stretch, every breath sends a message to your body that says, we're not done yet. We've got more life to live. Another powerful part of this 10-minute ritual is gratitude. I know that might sound a little unexpected in a wellness routine, but hear me out. After you've moved and breathed and stretched, take a moment, just 1 minute, to think of 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big. Maybe it's the warmth of your morning tea. Maybe it's the sound of birds outside your window. Or maybe it's the fact that you've shown up for yourself today. Gratitude changes our outlook. It helps us focus on what's going right instead of what's going wrong. And when you start your day from that place of appreciation, everything feels a little lighter. Your steps feel steadier. Your heart feels calmer. Your energy isn't just physical, it becomes emotional and mental too. This ritual isn't about adding more to your to-do list. It's about starting your day with intention. It's about carving out a small pocket of time that's just for you, where you aren't rushing, fixing, or doing for others. You're simply being. And in that space, something incredible happens. You begin to notice that you do have more energy. You do feel clearer. You do feel stronger. And once that momentum builds, it gets easier to keep going. You might find that after a few weeks of doing this ritual, your sleep improves, your mood lifts, you move through the day with more ease. And it all started with just 10 minutes and the choice to put yourself first. Now that we've set the tone with breathing, gentle movement, and gratitude, let's keep building on that momentum. Because what comes next adds even more strength and vitality to your daily practice. Now that your body and mind are gently awake, it's the perfect time to bring in a little strength. And don't worry, I'm not talking about lifting heavy weights or doing anything that feels uncomfortable. This is about maintaining the muscle you already have and gently encouraging your body to stay strong, stable, and capable. One of the simplest and most effective ways to do this is with something as basic as standing calf raises. All you need is a sturdy chair or countertop for balance. While standing, slowly lift your heels off the floor so you're standing on your toes, hold for a second, and then gently lower back down. That's it. It may not look like much, but this small movement helps strengthen the muscles in your lower legs, which are vital for walking, balance, and preventing falls. And speaking of balance, let's talk about that for a moment. As we age, one of the biggest risks to our independence is losing balance. But here's the encouraging part. Balance is like a skill. The more you practice it, the better you get at it. A simple way to do that is by standing on one leg at a time for just a few seconds while holding onto a support. You don't need to push yourself, just enough to engage those little stabilizer muscles. Even a few seconds can go a long way over time. This part of your ritual isn't just physical. It's also about confidence. When you know your legs are strong and your balance is improving, you carry yourself differently. You feel safer walking across the room, going out for errands, or even playing with the grandkids. And that sense of capability? That's real energy. That's freedom. After a few minutes of gentle strengthening, it's time to shift inward again, this time with a bit of mental clarity. One of the most overlooked aspects of daily energy isn't how much we move or eat, it's where our mind is. Have you ever noticed how draining it can be to start the day with worry? Maybe you're thinking about doctor appointments, bills, or something someone said that bothered you. All of that mental chatter takes up space and leaves you feeling exhausted before you've even done anything. So here's a little trick I like to call mind dumping. It's not fancy, and you don't need to be a writer. Just grab a small notebook or even a sticky note and jot down anything that's on your mind. It could be something you need to do later, a feeling you can't quite shake, or even a simple reminder like, call Sarah, or drink more water. This 1-minute habit helps take the pressure off your brain. You don't have to hold everything in your head. You can let it out, let it go, and feel that weight lift. And once you've done that, try replacing those thoughts with a simple affirmation. Again, this doesn't need to be fancy. Just a sentence or two that feels good. Something like, today I choose peace. Or, I am strong and steady. Or even, this is my time. Say it out loud, or whisper it quietly. It doesn't matter. What matters is that your mind hears it. Because when your brain starts the day with positivity, your body follows. At this point in your 10-minute ritual, you've breathed deeply, moved gently, strengthened your body, centered your thoughts, and grounded yourself in gratitude. That's already powerful, but there's one final piece that ties it all together. Hydration. Yes, a glass of water might not seem like a life changer, but think of your body like a houseplant. If it's dry, it wilts. If it's watered regularly, it stands tall, bright, and full of life. The same goes for us. After a night of sleep, our bodies are slightly dehydrated, and dehydration, even mild, can make us feel tired, foggy, and stiff. So the very last step in this ritual is to pour yourself a tall glass of water and drink it slowly. Not in a rush, not out of obligation, but like a small toast to yourself. Here's to another day. You could even add a slice of lemon or a splash of apple cider vinegar if that suits you. Whatever makes it feel like a gift, not a chore. As the water flows through you, nourishing your cells and waking up your system, take a moment to appreciate what you've just done. In just 10 minutes, you've honored your body, calmed your mind, and set yourself up for a more energetic, joyful day. That's something to be proud of. The beauty of this ritual is in its simplicity. It doesn't require special gear or a gym membership. You don't have to do it perfectly. You just have to do it consistently. Think of it like brushing your teeth, just a part of your day that keeps you feeling fresh and well. And the more you make it a habit, the more benefits you'll notice. Your mood may feel lighter, your steps more confident, and your connection to yourself more steady. You might even notice that you're sleeping better, or that the little aches and stiffness start to fade. That's the power of daily care, and you deserve that care every single day. Let's keep going and add the final touches to this beautiful practice. There's still one more layer to explore that brings everything together and makes this ritual something truly special. What truly transforms this daily ritual from a healthy habit into a life-enhancing practice is what happens in the heart. You've taken care of your body, you've cleared your mind, and now it's time to feed your spirit. This part may seem subtle, but it's incredibly powerful, and it's something many people overlook. Connection. That simple human feeling of being part of something bigger, of being seen, heard, and valued. When we're younger, it often happens naturally, through work, raising kids, social outings. But as we grow older, those connections can shift. People move, loved ones pass on, routines change. And even when we enjoy peace and quiet, we still need those little touches of connection to feel truly alive. So here's one small but mighty addition to your 10-minute ritual. Reach out. Just once each morning, in whatever way feels comfortable. Maybe you send a quick text to a friend saying, "Thinking of you today." Maybe you leave a voice note for your daughter or share a memory on social media. Even opening a photo album and smiling at a loved one's picture can create a sense of warmth and belonging. It might not seem like much, but this simple act of connecting keeps your emotional energy tank full. It tells your brain and your heart, I am not alone. I am part of something. And on the days when your mood dips or your body feels tired, that emotional connection can be the boost that carries you through. Another lovely way to wrap up your ritual is by stepping outside, even if it's just for a minute. Open the front door or stand by a window. Breathe in the air. Feel the breeze. Notice the colors of the sky or the sound of a bird. It doesn't have to be dramatic. Just that tiny moment of tuning into nature can help ground you and remind you that life is still moving, and so are you. Nature has a quiet way of lifting us up. The sun on your face, the fresh air in your lungs, it's a gentle reminder that each day is a gift. And when you greet the day with that awareness, your energy shifts from simply surviving to truly living. That's when you start to feel younger, not just in your body, but in your spirit. Now, let's take a step back and appreciate what you've created. In just 10 minutes, you've cared for your body, cleared your mind, lifted your spirit, connected with others, and greeted the day with presence. These small moments, done with intention, can ripple through the rest of your life in ways you may not even expect. You might notice you're smiling more, that you're sleeping more soundly, that those little aches aren't quite as loud, that you're moving through the day with a little more energy, a little more grace, and a whole lot more peace. And it all started with a choice to show up for yourself each morning, to begin the day not with stress or distraction, but with purpose, care, and love. That's not just a ritual. That's a revolution, quietly unfolding in your own home, in your own rhythm, one beautiful breath at a time. You don't need to be perfect. Some days you'll do all 10 minutes. Some days you'll do 3. Some days you'll skip it entirely. And that's okay. This ritual isn't a rule. It's a gift, a gentle reminder that you matter, that your time is valuable, that your health and happiness are worth investing in. So the next time you wake up, instead of rushing into the day or dreading it, pause for just a moment. Sit up, stretch, breathe, move, smile, and say something kind to yourself. Then take that feeling with you, wherever the day leads. If this video resonated with you, I'd love to hear about your own morning routine, or any small habits that help you feel energized and alive. Leave a comment below and let's support each other. After all, we're all on this journey together. And if you found this helpful, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more people discover these gentle wellness tips. And don't forget to subscribe for more simple, uplifting videos made just for you. We've got so many wonderful things to share because life after 60 isn't about slowing down. It's about tuning in, finding joy in the little things, and living fully in every moment. Here's to your energy, your joy, and your vibrant, beautiful life. You deserve it. Let today be the beginning of something truly wonderful. Let today be the beginning of something truly wonderful. And before you go, if this video made you smile, gave you something to think about, or just reminded you to take better care of yourself, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. It means so much to me, and it helps us grow this beautiful little community of people who believe that life after 60 can be full of energy, purpose, and joy. When you subscribe, you won't miss out on any of our upcoming videos, packed with practical tips, warm encouragement, and the kind of conversations that make you feel right at home. Just click that button below, and let's keep this journey going together. So here's to your mornings, your health, and every small step that adds up to a longer, stronger, happier life. You've got this, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, and don't forget, you're never too old to feel your very best.